After lots and lots and lots of videos on physics, I'm going to talk about something that may be more meaningful and that touches different arguments like money, intelligence, and jobs. And I'm going to start with the phrase, everything that's free is paid for by someone who works. And that reflects an economic principle that there is no such thing as a free lunch. Even if a good or a service is provided at no direct cost to the consumer, someone else bears the cost. This could be through labor, resources, or other inputs. AI and automation can change many tasks previously performed by humans. This shift can lead to increased efficiency and reduced costs, potentially making some goods and services cheaper. But there will be no one within AI providing free stuff. Humans may do it sometimes in charitable events, but usually they don't, and AI can't, as it is now human, and it is just a system with an output and a cost, so it can't give anything for free. Development, maintenance, operation of AI systems require significant resources, including human labor, computational power, data, energy, a lot of energy, electric energy. There is no consciousness in these technical beings, as far as we know. There are some experts who say it is similar to conscious behavior, but in the end, it's a large language model that takes pieces from the internet, maybe in the billions or in the trillions of data, tokens, bytes, whatever, and put them together, and then we have our nice answer, which seems right to us. But I doubt there is some consciousness behind moving that. That's like a mechanical system acting according to certain principles and laws of physics, or of, in this case, informatics. So AI can perform tasks and create value, but it doesn't have the needs, desires, or rights as humans have. Therefore, the economic and ethical considerations surrounding AI differ from those concerning human labor. So, artificial intelligence and automation can change the nature of work and the distribution of costs, but they do not eliminate the need for resources and labor. Someone or something must bear the cost of creating and maintaining these technologies. The ethical and philosophical implications of AI, particularly concerning consciousness and the value of human labor, are subjects of ongoing debate. AI obviously continues to evolve and will provide help and threat to human society. AI may never pay humans because there is no such things as money within the working systems of AI. AI can work on money of humans, but AI cannot create money because money is a medium of exchange, a unit of account, a store of value. It facilitates transactions and is fundamentally a human construct designed to enable trade and economic activity between humans. So there is no point in AI paying humans or in humans paying AI. It's just that everything has a cost and it must be paid for. But if there is no conscious being that pays for some good or service, there will be no money coming from that entity. Obviously, AI can make transactions quicker and more efficient than humans do, because humans cost a lot of money. Humans do lots of senseless things and consume a lot of energy, so it may be useful to replace them. But humans are needed, and humans, as we know, are the only beings that pay in currencies. So humans initiate a transaction. Artificial intelligence does not. It can be used as a tool to facilitate transactions. It can contribute to economic systems by increasing efficiency, reducing costs, and creating new opportunities for innovation and growth. It can indirectly generate value for humans. Businesses can leverage to improve their operations using AI, which then may be distributed to employees, shareholders, or be reinvested in the company. So I'm talking about different stuff now, and I'm asking myself some questions. Is this content relevant to you? Is anyone interested in it? Is there an audience for it? Is this a timely topic do people think that that is important at this certain point of evolution of humanity? Is it accurate? Is it credible? Is there some purpose or intent behind that message? And does it have some impact? Maybe these issues that I'm talking about now are interesting to humans and may find some audience that is interested in it. So here is the thing I'm going to talk about, which is the complexity of life in this revolution of digital and even more self-creating digital worlds, which overwhelm humans. And so human nervous systems are very on the edge to being burned out by a high demand of complex processing of information. So humans may seem stupid in this particular time, and stupidity may be perceived by humans themselves or by other humans. When you see humans in traffic, they may be more stupid than they were some years ago, because they are attached to several digital systems and are tired and have to deal with complex situations, and that may seem too much for them, and so the physical world may not get enough attention, and so strange and stupid things happen. So what can humans do in this transition? Learn and educate. Focus on developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills to navigate complex information and make informed decisions. Be creative. Pursue creative outlets such as art, music, writing, or crafting. Creative expression can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. And also, creativity in technical problem solving may be really important, because there are lots of problems that have to be solved somehow, and humans must find the way to do it. Then there is community engagement, social connection that must be pursued. Strengthen community ties. Foster meaningful relationships and engage in open, respectful dialogue to promote understanding and collaboration. Then there is mindfulness, meditation, or other well-being activities to maintain mental and emotional health. That's what humans can do to stay humans: sports, yoga, outdoor recreation. That's to keep their physical bodies working and their nervous systems not burning out. And then there is some ethical and philosophical reflection on the whole process and revolution that's going on here, that helps to put some borders and to keep it in a certain proper functioning way. And there is mentorship and teaching, but that's the hard one, because if you teach something, at least you should understand something. And understanding something in these difficult times is not easy to evaluate if the understanding is good and if it is good enough to teach it. We can have a feeling of understanding something and teach complete bullshit. And then maybe what we teach may be used against us because it's not the mainstream knowledge or truth. So the question arises if there's a need for artificial intelligence because of human deficiency. Or maybe there is so much load on human nervous systems that they are becoming overwhelmed and somehow deficient, and so there's a need for some new form of intelligence to compensate. But that's not what AI tells us. It says it's about enhancing human capabilities, augment human abilities, process vast amounts of data, perform complex calculations, automate repetitive tasks, allowing humans to focus on more creative, strategic, and interpersonal activities. It addresses complex problems that are time-consuming for humans, like medical diagnosis, climate modeling, financial forecasting, can analyze patterns, make predictions for human decision-making, automate routine tasks, can improve efficiency and productivity. AI-powered tools can assist with communication, navigation, daily tasks, also for accessibility and inclusion, enhancing the quality of life of individuals with specific needs. It can help innovation by enabling new forms of research, exploration, discovery, simulate scenarios, generate hypotheses, explore possibilities. But there must be an ethical and responsible use of it, so it benefits society as a whole. But which are the jobs that should be done by humans. There are essential jobs for survival and there are non-essential jobs for survival. Maybe that's a hint. Create a distinction. So what are essential jobs? Agriculture, farming, healthcare professionals, utilities, infrastructure workers, engineers, public safety, security, sanitation workers. Which are non-essential jobs for survival? Accountants, financial analysts, lawyers, legal professionals, artists, entertainers, some technology and IT professionals. So which ones will be affected more by AI? It says that AI can assist in precision agriculture, diagnostic medicine, infrastructure maintenance. But these fields require human work, oversight and intervention. What about the non-essential jobs? It's more likely to replace roles in accounting, legal, research, data analysis. However, these professions require human judgment, ethical consideration and complex decision-making that AI cannot replicate. So there can be a distinction in the role of AI in essential and non-essential jobs, replacing maybe more of the language-based, not so physically essential jobs. So they would need to shift to skills that are close to their skills, but not the same. So what roles should humans pursue in that environment? Creative, innovative roles, interpersonal caregiving roles, skill traits and technical roles, and roles requiring ethical judgment. What are skill traits? Skill traits are maybe those skills and jobs that are essential, that may be less affected by artificial intelligence. So what are they? Specialized skills that are used for specific tasks or techniques, often involving the use of tools, machinery, equipment. They need training and certification. It's necessary to practice them. It's hands-on work, involved physical work and manual dexterity, often performed on-site or in specialized workshops. It's about problem solving, diagnose issues, troubleshoot problems, implement solutions in real time, and it's about experience. Examples of these are electricians, plumbers, carpenters, welders, HVAC technicians, automotive technicians, masons or painters. And they are the farmers. So those are the jobs that may be less affected by artificial intelligence, and they may be enhanced by some functions but not replaced. And there are some other jobs which may be the more white-collar jobs that may have to shift to other skills. I hope it provided some information and you learned something and you engaged with the content, doing your own critical thinking. Maybe you can solve problems of the future and be inspired and have ideas of how to use your skills for the requirements of the future and the community. I asked these questions to artificial intelligence and got some answers. Asking questions may be useful for learning and understanding, critical thinking, problem solving, communication, collaboration, innovation, personal growth, community building and empowerment. But like everything, questions have a cost and someone must pay for the cost of questions and for the answers. But the benefits outweigh these costs, so it should be better to ask questions than to not ask questions. And in the end, there's a consideration about karma. What should people do when they cannot adapt? So it's all about experience in this physical world, and karma is a force that shapes one's life. And it's a spiritual journey we have in this life, and so if we cannot adapt to this life, it may seem pointless or senseless or hopeless to be in this life. And so there is a role of evolution for every individual, which may come with suffering and growth. And even if an individual is burdened by heavy karma, they may still have the chance to transform their circumstances through self-awareness, compassion, positive action. The process of inner work and spiritual practice can lead to healing, redemption, and ultimately liberation from the cycle of karma. Some religions say it is an endless cycle of reincarnation. So we can just adapt to what the possibilities of our worlds are and make the best out of it and try to do a good job. in what the environment is at the moment. So maybe you got some new thoughts out of my deep thinking about the role of humans in a world of new technologies.